Video part 2. This is chapters 6 through 10 of the Book of Enoch. And it came to pass that as the population of humanity grew, beautiful and fair daughters were born to them. The angels of heaven, the sons of God, saw these daughters, and they were drawn to their beauty. They spoke amongst themselves and said, "Let us choose wives from among the children of men, and have children with them." The leader, Simjaza, feared that they may not agree to the plan, and that he alone would have to bear the consequences of the great sin. However, they all agreed and swore an oath to follow through with their plan, binding themselves with mutual curses. There were 200 of them in total, who descended to the summit of Mount Hermon, which was later named after their oath. Their leaders were Simlazaz, Arakalba, Ramel, Kokabela, Kokabela, Tamul, Ramlel, Danel, Ezekiel, Baraquijo, Asael, Armaros, Batarel, Ananil, Ezekiel, Samsapil, Satril, Turil, Jamajil, and Serial. I'm going to spell them all for y'all real quick so you can get them. The first name, Samlazaz. Second name, Araklba. Third name, Rameel. Fourth name, Kokablel. Fifth name, Tamlel. Sixth name, Ramlel. Seventh name, Danel. Eighth name, Ezekiel. Next one is Baraquijal. Next one is Asael. Next one is Armaros. Next one is Batarel. Next one is Ananel. Next one is Zaqiel. Next one is Sapeel. Next one is Satarel. Next one is Turel. Next one is Jomjael. And the last one is Sariel. Those are some hard names. We'll figure them out as we go, I guess. The angels took wives, each choosing one, and began having sexual relations with them. They also taught them charms, spells, and plant and root knowledge. The women became pregnant and gave birth to enormous giants. The giants devoured all of man's work and then turned against them. They also started to sin against birds, beasts, and reptiles. as well as each other. The earth was suffused with blood and unjustness. Azazel, Azazel. Azazel taught humanity how to make weapons, jewelry, metal, and precious stonework. People became impious, abandoned God, and committed fornication. Semjaza, Semjaza. Semjaza taught spells and root cuttings. Armoros, Armaros. Armoros taught counter spells. Baraquijal, Baraquijal. Baraquijal taught astrology. Kokabel, 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 Kokabel taught constellations. Ezekiel, Ezequel, Ezekiel taught cloud knowledge. Eraquile taught earth signs. Shamsiel taught sun signs. And Sariel taught moon course. As humanity died, their cries were heard in heaven. From heaven Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel saw the bloodshed and lawlessness on earth. The souls of the dead cried out to heaven, making petitions and lamenting their unjust fate. These angels addressed the Lord of all ages, saying, "Nothing can hide from you because you see everything. Consider Azazel, who has taught all unrighteousness on earth and revealed the eternal secrets of heaven. Semjaza, who taught spells and had sex with the daughters of men on earth, revealing all manner of sin. The entire earth was filled with blood and unrighteousness, and the souls of the dead couldn't stop weeping. The Lord knew all things before they happened, but said nothing about these things." Chapters 11 through 15. And in those days, the storehouse of blessings in heaven will be opened, and blessings will be poured out on the earth and over the children of men's work and labor. Truth and peace will be one throughout the world's days and across all generations of men. Enoch vanished, and no one of the children of men knew where he was. His involvement was with the holy ones and the watchers. Enoch blessed the Lord of majesty and the King of the ages, and the watchers referred to him as Enoch the scribe, and instructed him to go and inform the watchers of heaven who had left the high heaven and defiled themselves with women. The watchers have done great destruction on the earth, and shall have no peace or forgiveness of sin. As they delight in their children, They shall see the murder of their beloved ones and the destruction of their children, and shall lament and make supplication forever, but shall receive neither mercy nor peace. Enoch went and spoke to Azazel, and told him that he shall have no peace, and a severe sentence has been passed against him. Azazel shall not have rest or mercy because of the unrighteousness which he taught and the works of godlessness. Enoch spoke to all the watchers, who were all afraid and seized by fear and trembling. They asked Enoch to write a petition for them so they might find forgiveness. But they were forbidden to speak with the Lord of heaven or lift their eyes to heaven for shame of their sins. Enoch wrote out their petition and the prayer in regard to their spirits and deeds and requests for forgiveness and forbearance. Enoch sat at the waters of Dan, read their petition until he fell asleep, and had a dream of their chastisement. Enoch awoke and went to the watchers, who were all sitting together and weeping. Enoch told them all the visions he had seen, and spoke words of righteousness, reprimanding the watchers. This is the book of the words of righteousness and the reprimand of the eternal watchers according to the Holy Great One's command. Enoch will now speak with a flesh tongue, and the breath of his mouth, which the Great One has given to men to speak and understand with their hearts. As the Great One created and gave man the ability to understand the word of wisdom, he created Enoch and gave him the ability to reprimand the watchers, the children of heaven. Enoch wrote out the petition of the watchers, but in his vision it appeared that their petition will not be granted to them throughout all the days of eternity, and that judgment has been finally passed on them. They shall not ascend into heaven again for all eternity, and will be bound on earth for all eternity. They will see the destruction of their beloved sons, and will have no pleasure in them, as they shall fall before them by the sword. Enoch saw a vision of clouds, inviting and summoning him into a mist, and the course of the stars and flashes of lightning hurried and drove him, and the winds caused him to fly, lifted him up, and bore him into heaven. Enoch entered and was terrified to see a wall made of crystals and surrounded by tongues of fire. The sky was as clear as water, and a raging fire surrounded the walls and blazed through the doors. Enoch entered the house, which was as hot as fire and as cold as ice, with no pleasure or life, only fear. Chapter 16 through 20. And they took me to a place where the beings were as hot as fire. They could disguise themselves as men whenever they wanted. They led me to a place of darkness and a mountain whose peak reached the heavens. I saw illuminated places, star treasures, and thunder, as well as the depths where a fiery bow arrows, quiver, sword, and lightning were hidden. They then led me to the waters of life and the fires in the west, which marks the sun setting. I came upon a river of fire, where the fire flowed like water into the great sea towards the west. I saw the great rivers and encountered the great darkness and went to a place where no flesh walked. I saw the mountains of the darkness of winter and the source of all the waters of the deep. I saw the mouths of all the rivers on earth and the mouth of the deep. In my vision, I saw the storehouse of all the winds, and how they were beautifully adorned throughout the creation and the solid foundations of the earth. I saw the cornerstone of the earth, and the four winds that supported it, and the firmament of heaven. I saw how the winds stretch out the height of heaven, stationed between heaven and earth, which were the pillars of heaven. I saw the winds of heaven that turn, bringing the sky, sun, and all the stars to their setting place. I also saw the winds of earth carrying the clouds and angels' paths. I saw the firmament of the heaven above at the end of the earth. I continued south and came across a place that burned at all hours of the day and night, with 7 mountains of magnificent stones, 3 to the east and 3 to the south. The one to the east were made of colored stone, one of pearl, one of jacinth, Jacinth, and one of redstone. And the middle one, like God's throne, reached to heaven and was made of alabaster, with a sapphire summit. I saw a great abyss of the earth with pillars of heavenly fire, and I saw among them fiery pillars of heaven which were falling. Their height and depth were immeasurable, but the place was desert and horrible. I saw their 7 stars like great burning mountains, and an angel asked me about them. The angel said, "This place is the end of heaven, and earth has become a prison for the stars and the host of heaven. The stars that all roll over the fire are those that transgressed the commandment of the Lord at the beginning of their rising, because they did not come out at their proper times. And he was angry with them and bound them until the time when their guilt is consummated, even for 10,000 years." Uriel, one of the holy angels in charge of the world, turmoil and terror, told me that the angels who had sex with women would stand there, and their spirits in various forms would lead mankind astray into sacrificing demons as gods. They would remain there until the great judgment, when they would be judged and destroyed. Angelic women who went astray would also become sirens. I, Enoch, was the only one who saw the vision of all these things, and no one else will see what I saw. Uriel, Raphael, Raguel, Michael, Seraquel, Gabriel, and Ramiel are the names of the holy angels who keep watch. Alright, that's the last one for this video, chapters 21 through 25. Continuing with the theme The narrative goes on to describe various other places Enoch encounters as he is taken on a journey by the angels. Each place holds different significance and has its own unique features. In one place, Enoch sees 7 stars of heaven bound in a chaotic and horrible place. When he asks why are they there, one of the angels, Virial, explains that they are some of the stars that have transgressed the commandment of the Lord and are being punished for their sins. In other place, Enoch sees a great fire that burns and blazes, and the place is full of falling columns of fire. This, Virial explains, is the prison of the angels where they will be held forever. Enoch also sees a mountain range of fire that burns day and night, and 7 magnificent mountains with unique stones and beauty beyond it. Enoch is particularly captivated by a tree with a fragrance beyond all fragrances, and a fruit that resembles palm dates. When Enoch questions Michael, one of the angels, about the tree, Michael questions why Enoch wants to know the truth. Throughout his journey, Enoch is amazed by what he sees and learns, but he also feels fear and uncertainty in some of the places he visits. The journey teaches about the consequences of sin and the strength of the Lord's justice.